stop scrolling for 1 second. If you've ever frozen in the middle of a sentence, searching for a word that just wouldn't come, this episode was made for you. By the end of today, you will understand exactly why your English feels stuck, and I'm going to give you 5 simple steps that fix it. And I promise you, my friend, none of these steps involve grammar books. Hello and welcome back to English Ignite Podcast. I'm Alex, and I'm really glad you're here today. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to speak English fluently and with confidence. This is one of the most requested topics on this channel, and today, I'm finally giving you a clear, simple answer. I will be speaking slowly and clearly, so you can follow me, and repeat after me. Let's be honest with each other for a moment. Maybe you've studied English for years. Maybe you know a lot of grammar rules, tenses, articles, prepositions. But when you open your mouth to actually speak, nothing comes out smoothly. Does that sound familiar? It's normal to feel tired of trying. It's normal to feel slow when you speak. But my friend, you are not alone. Thousands of people feel exactly what you're feeling right now, at this exact moment, listening to this episode. Here's the good news. You don't need to move to London. You don't need an expensive course. You don't need 100 new vocabulary words every single day. What you need is a system. A simple, repeatable system. And that's exactly what I'm giving you today. Stay with me, because step 3 completely changes how you think about mistakes, and step 5 might be the most important one of all. But first, let's start at the beginning. Step 1 is this: choose content you actually enjoy, and consume it for 15 minutes every single day. Here's the thing, my friend. If you want to improve any skill, you have to enjoy the process. If you force yourself to watch boring news reports every day, you will quit in 1 week. That's just human nature. We don't stick with things we hate. So here's what I want you to do instead. Pick something simple and fun. Children's cartoons are actually fantastic for this. The language is slow, clear, and easy to follow. Don't feel embarrassed about this. If cartoons feel too simple for you, try sports commentary instead. Commentators speak with energy, they use simple, repeated phrases, and honestly, they're exciting to listen to. If you don't enjoy video content at all, that's okay too. Some people learn better through radio, or through podcasts, like this one right here. And if you enjoy reading, pick up something simple, like a short story collection written for teenagers. The words are easy, the sentences are short, and you'll understand almost everything without a dictionary. The key word here, my friends, is enjoy. Whatever you choose, it has to be something you genuinely look forward to every day. Let's practice a short shadowing break. I enjoy watching videos in English. Now you repeat. I choose content that feels easy for me. Now you repeat. I practice for 15 minutes every day. Now you repeat. Good job. Very good. Now, here's a quick word check for you. The word content means videos, shows, or written material that you consume. For example, I watched a lot of content on YouTube today. Now repeat this one: I watched a lot of content today. That's step 1. Simple, enjoyable, 15 minutes a day. But step 2 is where the real transformation actually begins. Step 2 is to observe English from the outside, and focus on sentence construction, not vocabulary. Here's what I mean. You don't need to learn 100 big words. You don't need to memorize a dictionary. What you actually need is to notice how sentences are built. When you watch, listen, or read in English, you'll start to notice something interesting. Some sentences are built differently from how you would naturally say them in your own language. And that difference, that small gap, is exactly what you need to pay attention to. Let me give you a real example. In many languages, people say something close to, I am since 2 years learning English. But in English, we say, I have been learning English for 2 years. Do you see the difference? The structure itself is different, not just the words. Every time you notice a difference like this, make a mental note. Say the correct sentence out loud 10 times. Not because you're forcing memorization, but because repetition builds instinct. And instinct, my friend, is what fluency really is. Shadowing break. Repeat after me. I have been learning English for 2 years. Now you repeat. I noticed the sentence was built differently. Now you repeat. I say the correct version out loud 10 times. Now you repeat. Well done, my friend. Vocabulary comes later. First, train your ear and your mouth to feel the structure of English. Once sentence construction feels natural to you, new words will slide into place easily, almost by themselves. That's step 2. But here's the thing. The next step has nothing to do with studying at all. It has to do with your mindset. And for a lot of people, this is the step that changes everything. Let me tell you a quick story. Years ago, I knew someone who spoke English with a strong accent. Every time he spoke, a few people in the room would smile or whisper to each other. It embarrassed him deeply. So he stopped speaking altogether. For almost a year, he said nothing in English, even when he understood everything perfectly. One day, someone finally asked him, "Why don't you ever speak?" And he said, "Because people laugh at my mistakes." Here's what I told him. And here's what I want to tell you too. Step 3, put your ego on the side, and embrace your mistakes. A lot of people, in many cultures, connect speaking good English with being intelligent. If you speak fluently, people assume you're smart. If you make mistakes, some people judge you. But listen carefully, my friend, because this next sentence really matters. When someone makes fun of your English, they are not really making fun of you. They are showing their own insecurity. If someone points at your mistake and laughs, it usually means they feel unsure about their own English. It's a strange way some people protect their own ego, by making someone else feel small. So step 3 isn't really about practice. It's about permission. Give yourself permission to sound imperfect. Give yourself permission to be corrected. Because here's the secret, when someone corrects your mistake, you actually remember it forever. That correction becomes a permanent upgrade to your English. You shouldn't worry so much about what people think. You should care about becoming the best version of yourself, in every part of your life, including this one. Repeat after me. I am not afraid of making mistakes. Now you repeat. Every correction makes me stronger. Now you repeat. I speak first, and I improve later. Now you repeat. Perfect. If you're still listening at this point, that already tells me something about you, my friend. You're serious about this. And that seriousness is exactly what's going to carry you through the next 2 steps, because they are the ones most people never even hear about. Step 4 is something a little unusual. It's called clarity of thought. Here's a pattern I've noticed over and over again. A lot of people struggle to speak English, not because they don't know the words, but because their mind is doing 3 things at once. First, they're thinking in their native language. Second, they're mentally translating that thought into English. And third, they're worrying about how they sound while they're saying it. That's 3 jobs happening at the same time, my friend. No wonder it feels exhausting. The solution isn't more vocabulary. The solution is clearing your mind before you speak. And one simple way to do that, I know this might sound surprising, is meditation. Just 5 minutes a day of quiet breathing can train your mind to slow down and to hold one clear thought at a time. When your thinking becomes calmer, your speech becomes calmer too. You stop translating word by word, and you start thinking directly in English, even if it's just simple thoughts at first. Let's shadow this together. My mind is calm before I speak. Now you repeat. I think in simple, clear thoughts. Now you repeat. I don't translate every word, I just speak. Now you repeat. Very good. That's step 4. But now, my friend, we've arrived at the final step. And I saved this one for last on purpose, because it's the one that ties everything together. Step 5. Stop giving English so much importance. I know that sounds strange, coming from someone hosting an English podcast. But hear me out. In many parts of the world, there's an old idea that speaking English proves you're educated, or successful, or intelligent. This idea often comes from history, from long periods when one language was treated as more powerful than local languages. But that mindset is outdated, my friends. It's simply not true. Think about it. In Germany, people speak German with confidence. In Japan, people speak Japanese with pride. Nobody in Tokyo feels embarrassed for not speaking perfect English. So why should you feel that pressure? Your native language, my friend, is a beautiful part of who you are. You should be proud of it. English is simply a tool, a useful tool for communication, for opportunity, for connecting with more people around the world. It is not a measurement of your intelligence, and it never should be. And here's something practical you can use starting today. If you're speaking English and you suddenly forget a word, don't freeze. Don't panic. Just complete your sentence using your native language for that one word, and keep going. Communication is the goal here, not perfection. One last shadowing break, my friend. English is a tool, not a measurement of intelligence. Now you repeat. I am proud of my own language and culture. Now you repeat. If I forget a word, I keep speaking anyway. Now you repeat. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. So let's bring this all together. 5 simple steps. Step 1. Enjoy 15 minutes of English content every single day. Step 2. Observe sentence construction, not just vocabulary. Step 3. Put your ego aside and embrace your mistakes. Step 4. Find clarity of thought. A calm mind creates calm speech. And Step 5. Stop giving English more importance than it deserves. Speak with pride, not pressure. Remember at the start, my friend, when I asked if you've ever frozen mid-sentence, searching for a word? Now you know exactly why that happens, and now you have 5 real tools to fix it. Not overnight, but day by day, sentence by sentence. Progress isn't about speaking perfectly tomorrow. Progress is about speaking a little more bravely than you did yesterday. That's all fluency really is, brave, consistent practice. I'm Alex, and this is English Ignite Podcast. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.